Man, listen. I knew I had to find out about the linguistics and languages. I studied and studied. And it's been a big missing piece to a puzzle that I had scrambling around in my head. But we know the truth now. I love this brother, dog. Y'all got to go sub to at We Know the Truth now. That's all I want to say. I got a lot of correcting about Hebrew, but they confused us real good. But it was certain little shit that was poking out. You want to hide something? Hide it right up under their noses. The missing link. The missing link. Man, the Western Plateau is the truth. And the beginning. I remember, man, it was some teacher way back in the day when I was young as fuck was talking about how agriculture had to start and people had to start learning how to plow the land after the water settled down. And we knew when and he run that same shit easy. But that shit started in the Americas, man. And he started the alphabet just like this man said. Like, I can't, it's gonna come to me. One of my old ass teachers was teaching me this shit. And she keep popping in my head, and I think I know this shit, but I just gotta let my memory just keep going back. But she was telling only certain students this shit. Yeah, and that's how we started, and he started. He had to plow the land to feed the people, woo, 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 woo. And this how language began, because they had to learn how to communicate that. That's why they was moving. Yeah, the language started, and the Hebrew language started here, man. And I've been dissing Hebrew. Ain't no such thing, ain't no motherfucking Hebrew, no Israelite, I know Jew. Shit, fuck all that. Everything you got came from here. Don't forget to say, and my dope. I gotta say that shit. Yeah, and my dope, because all that shit come from over here. Everything. The beginning is over here, man. And the truth don't need no help. And we know the truth now. Anybody that come through this motherfucker, see this video, anything, only thing I want you to do is go get that truth. The only thing I always wanted y'all to have, the truth. And we know the truth now. We know the truth now. And go sub, man. Go sub. I ain't been this calm in a long time. I've been having chips on my shoulder about a lot of shit. But I got a calmness over me right now, man. And I'm trying to figure out how can we win with so many people lost. I used to always say, man, everybody just wake up at one time. We'll say, nah. We got to wake up over here, man. Because everybody else feeding off us. I've been saying this shit, but this man giving us facts with the language. You got to be able to communicate first. And the language came out, the agriculture. And all that shit they got by reading the stars and all that shit. That's why when you look down there, they had them lines and shit over here, man. Man, we been the stars. And we took this shit everywhere. On some G shit. Sharing our shit. Gold, silver, copper, corn, cocaine, everything. Come from over here, man. And they converted our language into some English and no French motherfuckers. That's why French America, they always Napoleon, all that, them motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers there. That wee shit. Nah, ain't no wee nothing. No we's nothing. Ain't no wee shit, man. Go subscribe to that. We know the truth now, man. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That man just got through breaking down the Mississippi River. Ultimately, he do that shit like FED, right on live. He just go in there, will be playing with shit and just go in there and just bust that shit up. Now he just bust up the Mississippi River. Mississippi. Man, he just bust that shit up. And this is the river where the Immaculate Conception concept come out. The River of Grace. And it always go back to the people reading the stars, knowing how to cultivate the land by reading the stars and giving the constellations up. That constellation shit, all that shit, man, all that shit started with our people right over here in the Americas, man. Ain't no denying this shit no more. Ain't no straddling the fence. Ain't none of this shit. All their concepts and all their religion, when you bust their ass up, that shit gonna lead you right back home where they been hiding from. And we always have and always will be here. But if we gonna be over here and be dumb, or we gonna wake up, that's the key. Cause we ain't going nowhere. We ain't never going nowhere. We gonna always be right here. See, they usurp them niggas over there. Getting too far out of bounds. And all the shit you be learning, nigga, brung you gold from over here, nigga. Built all, man, the true motherfucking, the truth about where everything started from. Right over there on that mansion. The last piece of my pause. I've been talking so much shit about Hebrew. And it started right here. It started right here. I think he called it Paleo Hebrew. It's all in the carvings and our mounds and everywhere over here. Architecture, all that shit started right here. Them motherfuckers came over here and started claiming all shit and building on to it. That shit was already here. When they reconstructed on their stuff, but when they came with this, they never did attach shit up over here, so they just started claiming. That's why North America's so fucked up. Cause we was right next to the North. Right next to them. The Canaan. You just got to talking about that C and that K. I got some paperwork at home. I said we don't use no J, no J's, no C's. We got a series of K. That K9 baseline. Man, y'all go subscribe to We Know the Truth now. I just sit on this bitch and say that all day till my motherfucking truck get fixed. I'm on the plantation right now. Stand out here picking this cotton. I'm standing still, but I'm picking cotton right now. On my own land. At this plant right here. At this plantation, getting this truck fixed. These motherfuckers be supposed to be paying us taxes. Man, we want our land back, bro. might not live to see it, but we need to put the truth in our seeds. I remember it was a time motherfuckers wasn't letting their children go to no military. They knew better. Those military was put in place to smother and conquer and fuck over us, just like the police now. This shit ain't put in to protect and serve us. All that shit was put in place to come do just what they did. And they came and enslaved the truth and brainwashed you and told you they brought you across that river, brought you across that Atlantic. That Atlantic gonna tell a whole lot of shit. That's why I stay on my flat earth shit too. Cause it's gonna show you a whole lot with that water, how they playing with it with that water. And if this brother ever, but I don't even want to bother him with it. He said somebody planted today. I was like, man, shit. I don't even want to try to even much bother him with it. Cause the ancestors gonna give it to him. Cause we standing on foundation and we look up to the stars. North ain't up there. But that's where it's at on the water ball. See. He's so soulful in the truth. He ain't gonna do that. He gonna. I just. Go subscribe to We Know the Truth Now, because it's a wrap. The truth don't need no help, and we know the truth now. That's why I got out. I remember I first started going to saw another and listening to that shit after I got out of that Christian shit. After I just woke up, I remember. It was a certain shit. I was like, man, shit, if I'm gonna goddamn come over here and give this shit all my faith and all my, I could have just stayed with Jesus, nigga. I ain't finna get there and come over here and go head over here for nothing. I'm listening to everything. Everything. I don't give a fuck what color you is, what the fuck you got going on. If it sound like some truth and they goddamn get it to me and I think it's truth, goddamn, I don't give a fuck where it come from. I'm not gonna be one-sided, biased, because I supposed to be rocking with a certain group and all that shit. That's how I ain't get caught up. But if I would have, I wouldn't be recognized at home. When I started seeing connections from here to Africa, Egypt and shit, I said it's a connection somewhere. But the connection is that, nigga, we brought this shit over there to y'all. You black power niggas don't even want to come home, but you did here. Don't look nothing like no African. You think they the originators and the first humans on this motherfucker. They ain't told the human. You the human. You the human. The copper color. It's us. We ain't the same as them. But nigga want to go against the white man so bad, we latched on to it. Just like a nigga want to get away from up on that Jesus thing, so they latched on to the Islam. But all the religion, it wasn't no religion, man. People with agriculture, cultivating lands and growing shit and doing it according to seasons. All them signs and shit. You see the Mayan calendar, the Olmec calendar. When I seen this in the middle of that Olmec calendar, that was one of the main reasons. I said, man, hold up. Before then, though, that was just one of my points. That I ain't finna motherfucking just go head over here over no Kemet, whatever you want to call it, cable line. I ain't just finna go head over here. I feel this shit now, but I ain't finna goddamn get 100. But I ain't put my faith in shit. I want the truth. And I wasn't going. Damn. One of the main niggas I fuck with, that nigga said it. I've been checking. ATL tried to put my coattail on some shit a long time ago. I was like, nah, I learned a lot of shit from that nigga. I ain't gonna. That nigga over the other day talking about popularity and shit. The population, how many motherfuckers gonna be in Africa in year such and such, man, I give a fuck about no popularity and all that shit, nigga. Anybody trying to rock the crowd, nigga. We trying to goddamn get to the truth. Yo, fuck, how many people they have over that bitch? Population, popularity, that pop, you know, you trying to be a pop star, nigga. Come on, nigga. I remember nigga blocked me out of the check. I said, fuck Joy. This nigga said fuck Joy 1,000 times. But one day that nigga on his live was talking about buying one of his daughters some Jordans for a birthday or some shit. I wasn't dissing his daughter. I just come through that bitch and said, fuck Jordan. The same thing this nigga say all the time. Block me up out that bitch. That ain't my feelings ain't hurt though. I just remember how I got did. I came on this bitch Tom Phil. I ain't never no fucking internet, all that shit. Came on my motherfucking real name. Dog. I used to be tripping out nigga like, nigga, I ain't trying to hide you, nigga. I'm finna go down, go get locked up. I'm just on this bitch trying to get to the truth and tell nigga what I see what the truth is. But goddamn it, go subscribe to We Know the Truth now. Cause it's out here now. And brother bullshit. Brother now bullshit. Straight up. All that language and shit. That shit came from right over here. All that motherfucking operative building and all this, these mounds and all this shit, man. That was the beginning. And nigga came and nigga went out and fed the world. Showed the world how to get out. And the whole, every other corner of the earth turned in on the motherfucking so-called Americans. I'd rather call it Timerian. Lift this platform back up. We don't travel down south, down west. Africa is the south, the Americas is the west, and we don't travel down to get there on no damn water. We navigate the waters flat. Point blank period. Raise this platform back the fuck up. Cause everything they gave us a motherfucking lie to keep us confused from knowing who the fuck we are. And we the OI, original inhabitants. And we talk, fed the world. And guess what? We still do it today. We ain't going no motherfucking well. Can't go nowhere. The Immaculate Conception, their story come from the motherfucking Mississippi River. Breaking down these languages and tying in and see how they Englandize the language. And down the line, turned it into these religions. But all that shit came from here. There wasn't no fucking religions and none of that shit. It was cultivating the land. The start of agriculture. And looking up into them stars. And the brightest star in that sky is the sun. Who's up, Miss Petway? The brightest star in that sky is the sun. And we are the star people. And I ain't talking about no we up. Yeah, we up there. Our energy is up there because it's a melanated heaven. That's the difference in our energies. The 666. But I don't want to speak nothing. I don't want to even try to act like I know shit. I'm finna go back to school and learn what I can learn from this brother. To find a piece of the puzzle. Miss Petway, go subscribe to We Know the Truth Now. Agriculture itself, you gotta understand the energy from the sun is the life. The life is in the mountains, the bricks, the minerals. Life is in all the things that's upon the earth. Upon the earth. That means on top. Earth ain't no ball of water, man. And everything grows up towards life. The sun. Now them folks over there in the east, the Mongolians say they rise the same. They some kind of way they done manipulated the whole system, the rising sun. But at the same time, they making artificial suns, like the sun doing something to hurt in its life, because they want to kill the sun. They wish they can get along without the natural sun, so it can be out of place and be all over mixing and mingling and copycat everything a nigga do in the Americas. Every culture, everything they got, they done copycatted everything a nigga do and smother you. Smother everything you do, can't have shit. I got so used to it, niggas, I say some shit and then niggas run with it and they think, oh man, nigga, I made that shit up. I know how it go. You can't do shit. Nigga couldn't even make up a damn called a funky chicken. They took that shit. They take everything. Everything you do. Cause you the truth. For real, that's good. Yeah, you enjoyed yourself. But everything you do, they gonna smother you. Created hip-hop, nigga gave it away. I was looking at the man, the real McCoy. The first nigga that was talking about robotics and shit. They buried his truth. That's why they used to call the nigga the real McCoy, ain't even they researched it yet. Everything they talking about they created and everything, we already know that. But I'm saying the religious aspect, the ease of all that shit comes over here. That Washington Monument standing up in Washington, D.C. was too much for me. I said, them niggas ain't drug that shit nowhere. I remember I first caught their ass. They said the goddamn chicken that was at the Temple of Amun was drugged to St. Peter's Square. Then another motherfucker said it was I said, they just talking, man. These folks ain't dragging this shit nowhere when they can just set up shop. They came and set up shop. The fuck they gonna go to drag and shit everywhere else? I mean, shit, they got slaves out there making bill on that. I guess, man, drug that shit to no Washington, D.C. I was gonna talk to somebody one day, said, oh, yeah, it's a replica or something. Man, they just shit, I learned something else from them. Triple white. They painted that triple white. They try to paint everything triple white. That's what they did with that goddamn ticket. Came over here to hide the bricks, hide the red bricks, hide the clay, hide everything we got going on. They hide it. They painted everything. He said they painted everything. He called it triple white. They painted triple white on top of white, on top of white, white. And act like they done built it and shit. But the architecture of our people still up under them columns, all that shit. That's our shit. Them state fairs. World fairs, he was showing it, and that's why it was important for me to learn that word. I used to go in there and learn little words, but one of the words I learned from Latin was carnival. It wasn't carnivore, none of that shit was carnival, and carnival meant to remove meat, and it took me right back to when I was a kid, when you'll get your ass whooped for not holding your mama's hand while you supposed to be enjoying yourself. You supposed to be got there in that motherfucker hitting the bump cars and the roller coasters and shit, cause children back in those days was coming up missing. Like them little girls in Chicago, when I first went into kindergarten shit, they was coming up missing. Cause them, and they eat them hoes. They use them, they do for whatever the fuck they want. The children was coming up missing. Yeah, you removing meat, alright? Tell yourself, sacrifice, bring your child here. That video I had with them two little white British kids talking about how they was drinking blood from the baby's skull, and the papa was putting the knife with his hand on the shoulder, how to cut the neck. Man, how the hell you get some children to rehearse to say some shit like that? They won't come say that shit wasn't fake. And them goddamn Moors got usurped over that motherfucker, fucked up. Cause anywhere's goddamn a dumb in the black presence somewhere, how the fuck do you get erased? You ain't erased. You still hanging over that bitch right now, skull and bones. And that's what led me to this man here. I used to be holding that shit in my hip pocket. I said, I'll research that shit later. As soon as I started researching that shit, they popped up with that letter J, led me straight to Peru, some shit I've been holding in my hip pocket, the West, because you ain't gonna sell West and end back up. The Nazca plate belong to me. If it's a plate, bitch, it's mine. That Peruvian plate, that's the last piece of y'all been on that Peruvian plate, bitch. I got the coke, he got the corn. Roll the motherfucking corn and cut the coke. It's a wrap. And everything else to come with it. The language, the symbolisms, all that shit come from right over here. And it's still in the architecture and everything right now. We looking right over it. Go subscribe to We Know the Truth Now. Yeah. Go so. Trying to tell you what's going on. If you want the truth, UNC FED ain't never told y'all that anyway. Every time I'm wrong, I tell you, man, nigga. All I knew, when I named that motherfucker Aramaic, I was trying to connect both sides, woo the whole thing. Fuck the whole thing. It's over here, Timeri. This whole West over here. And North America is not North. West Indians. Just the West over here. I put the baseline, I put the baseline up for you. From Cannington County. County. We hitting over that K. Car, yeah. Shit was in my soul. Learn something every day. What we're supposed to do. That man the truth. And he doing it from his soul. Yeah. That man the truth. Just go on over there and listen to some of his videos. And soak up much of it as you can. Because there was time. That's what I'm on. I don't know what y'all. That's what I'm on. Nigga can't run me up. I planned the goddamn video last night with the commercials and all. I said, man, fuck this shit. My shit I ain't want to tell. Fuck you know, I got plenty of time. I ain't never get no money off this shit anyway. I got one check for over $3,000. I said, God damn, that's why these niggas been over here hating on a nigga and doing all that dumb shit. Cause they think a nigga Rice is over here getting some money. When they the ones money home, getting that money. Them niggas made a whole lot of money off this shit. I ain't make shit off shit. I'm coming to tell the truth. Kick with my folks. Before I go lay down. Same thing I said when I came on that. But I know the truth now. We know the truth now. Bro, it's not playing. Fucking pulling Egyptian shit all up out that Mississippi. We been talking about the Mississippi with the Nile and all that. But this man proving it. That's my thing. Proving it. Giving me a backbone on the goddamn platform to goddamn stand up on and talk my shit. This man proving it. With facts. And then with truth. When you hear truth, my nigga, it gonna make your hair stand up on the back of your neck. It gonna make you sit there and be humble as fuck. Like, I'll tell you, I ain't finna keep arguing all that shit. I just want everybody to know the truth. Good fuck who you is. Just know who we are. The identity crisis is over. We are the original inhabitants. That's who we are. Nigga arguing back and forth about titles or who we are and all that shit, man. That shit ain't getting us nowhere. Keep on talking about, we decent, we getting that. We the original inhabitants. That's who the fuck we are. Point blank period. And we started all this shit. Agriculture. And we're doing it by fucking with them stars. To know the brightest stars, the sun, and that's life, and that's existence. And everybody other than these people over here go to try to talk for the sun. Tell how the sun got there. Hmm? Tell how the sun got put in the sky and all that shit. Mythological and all that old bullshit. Myths and they come into existence. Told you when you can go to the point of origin of some shit, you kill that and keep going to find that truth. I'm so glad I found out about this Hebrew, cause I've been goddamn talking shit. Ain't no Hebrew, no Jew, no Israelite, fuck all that. Nigga, Hebrew came from right over here. And they turned that shit into other languages. He got that video. I got that motherfucker. I'm gonna show y'all how they transform the language and all that shit come right over here. The bloodline. I remember in school when they used to goddamn talk about Crete. I said, oh, Crete, that's the black folk. They be talking about all this, and then they'll talk about Crete a little bit. Every time they talk about Crete, and they stopped that shit in social studies and history. They stopped that shit and went forth on and don't want you to go back. Y'all used to talk about Crete all the time in school. I'm 55, I remember. A lot of them bloodlines came right over there. That's why they hate them Haitians right now today. The French couldn't win down that bitch. Literary gangsters. That's why I hated literature. Want me to read that Macbeth bullshit, learn this shit. Man, I get tired. I said, man, I go home and learn this shit and learn how to repeat the preamble and just learn how to word for word, just recite some shit. I'm tired of that shit. Fucker 8. And then goddamn, I got to the 12th grade and goddamn, they got this big ass literature book. Want a nigga to play act with their ass and therefore thou Romeo and all this whole shit. Man, I can't do this shit. Tired of this shit. Then I got moved out and started going to a white man. He's more out here telling me to go back to Africa. Man, I ain't got it, man. Fuck this shit. I went to my 12th grade English teacher. I said I can do the English shit. The nouns and the adverbs and purposes, and I do all that shit. But that literature, I said, man, it's my turn to get a break. I've been hipping niggas goddamn doing tests for niggas that play football and basketball with me. I know y'all pass these athletes. I just need you to push me through on this right here. I ain't fucking with that. When you don't fuck with it, goddamn, you ain't gonna pass. And she flunked my ass. Cause I stood on what my soul said, dude. Man, fuck that. I'm not finna be in here talking like that. Rehearsing that shit and performing plays and doing that bullshit. I'm not finna participate in that shit. Because I know, she said, what's wrong? Because I said, I know these the people that wrote my people to sleep. That's why I don't give a fuck about how country I sound when I get on this bitch. I'll be trying, I can talk, yeah, I can talk proper English. I know, yes, sir. Yeah. I know how to talk, I know how to goddamn put on, but I ain't finna put up, fuck all that. I ain't finna be doing that shit. And I ain't do it. She flunked my ass. I had to goddamn go to summer school to get my diploma. And I know it broke my mama heart that I ain't goddamn walk across that goddamn cathedral stage up there, that big ass church where they were doing them graduation at. I know that shit hurt my mama. It ain't hurt her to death, but I know it broke her heart. But I had to stand on something. Cause this shit been to me since I was a little nigga. We in the motherfucker 4th, 5th grade. We in the goddamn 5th grade, I believe. When them bitches put them globes in front of us and somebody spin that bitch, might find yourself on him. Even then, I told that lady, I said, this ain't how water works. That motherfucker put me in the corner. I done told y'all this story. I was in the 5th grade then. I can go back to further than that with shit that didn't agree with my soul. But I just had to be a child and just, one thing my mom told us, you know what you know, don't worry about that, just bring me that A. And I know when I bring the A home, I can do whatever I want to do, stay as late as I want to do. She gonna give me whatever I want. All I had to do was get them A's in school. No, it's been that darn by fair. I played the dumb role on this bitch. Had to play the dumb role to keep them niggas up off. Then they start finding out. I'm gonna make you look stupid every time you fuck with me. I'm gonna make you look stupid ahead, because one thing I'm gonna do is tell the truth. I ain't gonna lie on none of you motherfuckers like y'all done lied on me. And I ain't got time to go back and forth with no nigga like that anyway, because they ain't how I rock. That ain't how I rock. I like the truth. No, I'm trying to give y'all now the truth over there. That we know the truth now. At we know the truth now. At we know the truth now. That's where the truth at. That's where the truth at. Everybody, Egypt, Mesopotamia, all you motherfuckers need to pay homage to the beginning. And I ain't talking about the beginning of creation, because I don't know that. And nobody in the world knows that. How that shit was created. Big bangs and all that. Nobody know all that shit. You came out your mama womb and opened your eyes to the shit like everybody else. But we know what the beginning of agriculture. That had to be the beginning of everything. Civilization had to come through agriculture. How you gonna be civilized? You can't feed yourself. You uncivilized. That's why I had civil war. You're uncivil because you can't even understand that you're a beast. That you all out of bounds. You want to take a nigga shit. A nigga that goddamn showed you how to live life, how to maintain, how to sustain yourself. Soulful people, fucked over. Soulful people, fucked over. Fuck the spirit. Soulful people, fucked over. But the truth don't need no help, and they gonna stand the fuck up. We know the truth now. Yeah, we know the truth now. Damn, my missing link. I'm telling you, on the plantation, getting a little cheddar, little fiat ass dollars, these little IOUs, these treasury securities that Japan own down there, all this shit. Because you use their technology to trick the world. And when goddamn Nikola Tesla tapped in, y'all had to X him because he was getting our way. The world is stage. The globe is a stage. And as long as you believe in it, they're going to continue to lie to you. All this fake ass technology and all this fake ass shit that fool you like that shit ain't real. These minerals and these resources and this agriculture, that's what's real, that's what feeds you. And when you learn how to use this mineral with that mineral and this with that, the real alchemist of the world was over here. Shows you all this shit. Yeah, we know the truth now. $5 years behind time. Little big brother. Little big brother. That's my little big brother over there. I don't know how old the nigga is. Little big brother. I don't even know if he do. Yeah, he still do like all in his life when Nama got down. Had him on it. Right as I got down over there, found that Jehovah boom shit, and led me right down to some people right down there in Peru. And I said, it's time for me to get down, talk some more of my shit. And went right down there, and everything that man was saying been connecting to my soul. And before I even, this is my first time, I just got to listen to one of his premieres, and then my first time just sitting down and listening to the whole time. That nigga strike out and go right on live, just like I gotta be doing. Go look it up. Look it up right then and go to playing with it. And working it and shit. Right live. That nigga the truth. That inhabitant is the truth. Yeah, that inhabitant is the truth. The original inhabitant, he's the truth. And my brother know that boats don't go up no hill or down no hill. They navigate in flat waters. And we are the original navigators. And we went across waters, not up no water, not down no water, across waters. And took our knowledge and what we knew to other people, other places. Until they felt like, okay, now we can get them. And they turned in. And they weren't gonna stop till they got the truth. And fucked over. That was going on. Go check him out. Check him out, Ms. Petway. And then when you check him out, come back and leave a comment up on this video. Let me know you want to check him out and tell me what you think. Just pick a video. He gonna be saying roll the corn. Same way I be saying this my dope. He gonna be saying roll the corn. Know why he said that? Cause corn don't come from nowhere. It originated right here. Just like they can't get no cocaine nowhere but right here. That's why I use that cocaine like that. Cause everybody got it and it originated right here. Everybody got it, but it originated right here. She rolled the corn and cut the coke. I'm fucking with it a long way. Matter of fact, I'm finna start digging. I gotta learn Hebrew. I've been dishing all them languages. That's why I named this motherfucker Aramaica, from the south, the whole south and west, the melanated side. I named this motherfucker Aramaica because of the language. Because they said Arabic and Hebrew are so close together. Why Arabic is so close to Hebrew? They said the grandfather language of Arabic, I get that from Shaka Amos. The grandfather language of Arabic was Aramaic. And the so-called Ethiopian, he just got to do breaking down that horn, Eritrea and Punt. He just got to do breaking that shit down. What Punt? Everybody, they got Punt in the Bible. What Punt is? Punt Ethiopia? Where's Punt? What Punt at? Can't find the shit. Now they try to say Eritrea, how you want to pronounce it? Where Nipsey was from. Well, I be talking about both sides of that sea was the Axum Empire. I be talking about that all the time. That Red Sea over there, but the Red Sea rice is over here. The story of rice is over here. They took it over there. Yeah. He just got to do breaking down how Eritrea was a goddamn port where we was bringing shit in that bitch to him. I'm finna go and try to look up some Egyptian gold mines and shit. Cause all that shit come from over here. You go back and look at them motherfuckers, always got niggas, everybody already got gold and all that shit. We got all that shit over here. Silver, gold, diamonds, all that shit over here. And we overlooking ourselves because we were educated, indoctrinated to think life started in Africa with that monkey shit. If you ain't on it, why you still on it? Then go to school all them years and then go right over there to start researching and be archaeologists and all. Now we gonna do, I told you, about 8-9 years ago, I told you, niggas digging at home now. And when they go to digging, they gonna fuck everything up. When they bring forth what it's gonna come for. I say that. And here it is. That we know the truth now. That we know the truth now. Digging them up. Yeah, I hype them up. Hype them up. I hype them up. Throw my goddamn boot out there. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. You on your shit? Better get on your shit. Cause we the one. Ain't nobody fucking with. Real shit. Hype them up. That's what's going on. That we know the truth now. I'm gonna get up out there, hoe. Remember this? 4-4. Time to go. Riding this motherfucking clock like a motherfucker. Yeah, they put my mother power steering pump on that bitch. What y'all got there doing in the goddamn garage, huh? I had to do shit yesterday. I'm on a plantation where they give me a guarantee for I don't mean no different. That did we slide on by, catch up next week when I try to catch me 56 hours. I don't get a ride on by. Just not checking. Just not checking. He was busting shit. I went to sleep this time. I woke up out my sleep, tried to play some shit. Yeah, try to play some shit. That's all I'm being on. This shit, I ain't got time for nothing. If I ain't talking about that motherfucking fake ass globe, this is what I'm on. Flat Earth discussions. On FED, 3G leaders, 3 G's of deception, God, globe, and gravity. All that shit fake. And goddamn it, we know the truth now. We know the truth now. Yeah, we know the truth now. Anybody goddamn listen to this video, make sure y'all go sub and go get that truth about who the fuck you are. The original inhabitants of the so-called Americas, West Indies. They named all that shit, told fuck them maps. I done bust so much of that map shit up. What our maps at? Tell me goddamn the original inhabitants, we had maps, but they didn't survive because they goddamn, I think he gonna fire, I don't know. They probably burned them, I don't know. But our shit was made out of sand and sticks. We got all this gold, all this silver, all these stone carving, all this shit. But we made our maps out of sand and sticks. We made our maps out of sand and sticks. That's where they fucked up. That's one of the things they fucked all the way up, them maps. We mapping and navigating. The Star C just said the Star Series was, who the fuck he said I gotta go back and get it? She come here. You can't even get an ancient map. All this shit these people have goddamn been moving around. But you admit that they had maps. But you said they were made out of sand and sticks. So they didn't last. Most of them. So where the rest of them at? You can't go back and get no map past these folks goddamn doing this dumb shit to them. Fuck your map and fuck your globe. Then ball this bitch up and throw you in the sky. You done gave the earth up. You done gave Mama Earth up. When you let them ball this bitch up and throw it in the sky to a ball of water, you gave Mama Earth up. Now the land mass is sticking on the sides and liquid. But you stand on solid ground every day, you ain't shit anyway. Man, get the fuck out of here. Hell, we know the truth now, man. Truth don't need no help. It ain't gonna bend, break, nor fold. Cause get what? We know the truth now. I said, boom. All we gotta do is support the truth, stand up behind the truth, and we as a people can get together and make it do what it do. So till I come back, I need y'all to keep this thing motherfucking flat and know we know the truth now. Go get that truth. Go get that truth. I said, boom.